Gotcha.
All right. We were talking about this a little bit pre-show. I don't want to say getting into it, but we were having a discussion. So let's try to extend it to here, where everybody can get our full thoughts, our full reaction. Liam Coen. I'm not a fan. Everybody knows this. We posted a video calling him a fraud. The Jaguars are 3-1 now. They beat the Niners, but not before Robert Saleh makes some weird comments, particularly pertaining to their totally legal sign stealing practices. I'm not sure what all that entails. I didn't watch the full clip, but I do know that was kind of the gist of what he said. And Liam Coen, instead of acting like an adult, he wins the game, shakes hand with Shanahan, goes right up to Saleh like a teenager in a cafeteria, and says, "Keep my name out of your mouth." And puffs his chest like a big old tough guy. Turns around, walks off. Not before Robert Saleh says some even meaner things, like "I'll rip your head off" or whatever he said. But yeah, we were having a discussion about this a little earlier. So I set the stage like that just for you. What is your reaction to this exchange, which really hasn't taken over the social media storm like I thought it would?
Because Robert Saleh's a bum and Liam Coen is the head coach for the Jaguars. That's kind of why nobody
Which is
cared.
also a bum in some instances.
And the thing is Robert Saleh. Here's one thing. If you're going to talk shit, just please don't be a little bitch about it, like Robert Saleh. Like him going, hey, he comes from the Vikings organization who's like really good at like sign stealing. Like I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. Like it's totally legal, but they're like really good at that. Like that's what he literally said. It's like, bro, shut up and just say how you really feel. Like stop being passive aggressive. Stop being a little bitch. Act like how your actual size is. Like I expect somebody to look like him to be like, I don't like Liam Coen, and just say it like that.
You don't need to look like Robert Saleh to say it. I've been saying it for a long time.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I expected so much better out of Robert Saleh. And then now I kind of figure out, yeah, I see why nobody fucking hired you. If you're going to act like a little bitch, guess what? You are going to be treated like a little bitch. And for him to go out of his way and say that, like, I think that is also the issue. Bro, you're a defensive coordinator. Shut up. Like, do your job. Like, it's also like, one, you're trying to go after somebody's integrity. And I have a little bit of an issue. I'm okay with you talking shit about another head coach and another team, but he's salty because he got interviewed for the job and didn't get it. He's salty because the last time he was a head coach, he was a bum and nobody wanted to hire him. He goes back to San Francisco for them to literally kind of save his career as being any type of competent coach in the future. And to act that way and to insinuate all this, I have a big issue with that from him. Now, Liam Coen is a cornball, 100%. I'm not disagreeing with that. I also agree that he should not act like that towards a defensive coordinator. My bigger issue is the fact that, bro, I get that you're upset. I get that you didn't get a head coaching job. I'm also on top of that, you're mad because you didn't get the Jaguars job. Like, come on. Like, bro, you can say whatever you want about Liam Coen. Robert Saleh is the ultimate bitch made cat this year. 100%. For you to go out and say, like, whether Liam Coen is doing that legally, which, yes, there is some guideline terms that if the other team is so blatantly obvious to calling a certain play and it's literally there and you know what it is, that's not cheating. You're just using the data that was presented to you by the league office. But at the same time, that's especially if you're a new head coach in this league, you kind of feel like you're trying to be, I don't know, like bullied. You know what I mean? Like they're trying to bully you. It's like, oh yeah, you're cheating. It's like, bro, no, shut up. Like don't go after somebody's integrity, especially when you're a bum. Like honestly, like it's this whole BS of like, it's like if Robert Saleh made big do of like Deflategate. Like, no, your team, like, why the Colts are making a big to-do about Deflategate, and then Andrew Luck goes like, hey, bro, Tom Brady could have had a beach ball and beat us by 50. It didn't matter.
No, I think he said it wasn't Luck. Maybe it was one of the tight, maybe like Dwayne Allen said, like, yeah, they could have been playing with soap with a football, and they probably would have won. So
exactly. Like, you're making a big to-do over zero to no proof, and the only correlation he had was Liam Coen comes from KOC. KOC and that Vikings team, when I was a head coach, was really good.
Which I'm pretty sure Liam Coen didn't spend a whole lot of time in Minnesota.
And
I don't even think that's true.
Which it was because
he was the assistant receivers coach and quarterbacks coach with the Rams.
Yes, which because at KOC.
And OC with the Rams. I didn't realize that.
So because it's essentially a shot at a divisional rival, which is Sean McVay. That's saying that Sean McVay and all his little younglings that come from his staff are good sign stealers. And I think that's just like, bro, like, and he also has no proof of that. Like, he just flat out just said that with no proof. So,
because it's not illegal.
Well, I mean, it's just not illegal. It's also, by the way, you must be an idiot if they can find out your defense too. Like, if they can steal your sign, you must be stupid. So
no, like I said to you pre-show, what Saleh said was weird. It was very corny. It was very out of place, out of touch.
I think it was just dumb. Like,
it's a little corny to put your tail between your legs and start pouting and whining over that, especially if he's mad that he didn't get the freaking Jaguars job. But like, he would have been canned in another 2 years because the Jaguars don't know how to run football ops, and Liam Coen and whatever his name is in the front office is going to find that out sooner rather than later. But I don't focus on that because of all the reasons you said. Robert Saleh is not an NFL head coach. He's a defensive coordinator. I don't really care what the defensive coordinator has to say about anything. Like, you shut up and you call plays. I didn't even know that comment was a thing until after the exchange on Sunday. I wouldn't have known anything about it unless Liam Coen post-game, instead of being an adult, shaking Kyle Shanahan's hand and walking off, talking to whatever former players that he might have had or might have caught up with at UMaine or UMass, wherever the hell. Instead of just being a normal head coach, like every other NFL head coach. In college, you get away with this shit all the time. You can be the most radioactive asshole in college football, and it's celebrated, as it should be, because college football is less professional. Liam Coen, instead of being a rational adult, he decides to take up this persona of what resembles a 16-year-old in a high school cafeteria after somebody posts some mean Snapchat story about him. And he goes up squawking his head, keep my name out of your mouth. I'm like, over this? Come on, dude.
So
you're a grown man, number one. I can't imagine doing that to anybody, and I am significantly younger than Liam Coen. Number two, you're an NFL head coach. You represent your organization. And while Jaguars fans are going to just like foam at the mouth over this, oh, we have a coach with some edge, he's not going to let us take no shit. Guys like us, who are kind of halfway adults, I think, are looking at him like he's an asshole.
The thing is, you know what the hot take on this is that him doing this actually helped out his team chemistry.
Which is absurd to me.
Because want to know why? Because kids nowadays, if you didn't do that shit, they're going to think he's a bitch-made cat. I fully think that this younger generation, like, everybody in the Jaguars organization knew he said that about him. So what is your boss going to do? Especially with these little kids nowadays, like, what you say on the internet, and essentially, like, it's like what you said, like, it's like if somebody sent out a Snapchat story and called you a bitch, like, what are you going to do about it? Like, you have to address it. And unfortunately, what you do on the internet or what you do in these press conferences, you have to address it physically, because I do believe that Liam Coen, if from his young core of players, because it seems very young, and they grew up in that era where of like, bro, he talks shit about you, ain't gonna do shit about it. Like, he had to do that in order to make his team probably feel good about him, like to trust him, because he was already, like you said, he's a cornball. I really don't think that he would have good team chemistry. And the hot take on it is, I think him doing this, actually, his team probably respects him more. I think, and as an adult, it's dumb. Yes. But the thing is, most of these kids in the NFL nowadays are not adults, and they don't think that's dumb. They probably think it's cool as shit. And that's how the NFL, that's the world we live in, bro. People play NFL not to actually play football. They just doing it because it's a gateway to better things in life. Nothing to do with the love of the game. Like, I think Trevor Lawrence is probably not like that type of person. Brian Thomas Jr. is not that type of person. Like, I don't think you don't have Mike Vrabel, Tom Brady type players where they're willing to do whatever it takes just to be great, and they're blessed to be on the field. These kids are entitled nowadays, bro. Look at the transfer portal. Look at college. Look at high school, man. Kids are getting paid before they even become professionals. They're professionals before they're professionals. And I think that, especially nowadays, those kids are probably gonna be like, "Hey, bro, you gonna let him say that about you, and you ain't gonna do nothing about it?"
I think there's definitely something to be said about, he didn't do this for me and you.
Oh, no. He did it for them.
He is not winning in the eyes of me and you.
No.
Like, there's not a lot he can do. He would have to fundamentally change everything he is. And
no, like I said, I think that this isn't cool. I mean, it's not cool no matter what. But what I mean is that you would have lost the locker room doing this shit 5 to 10 years ago. I think nowadays it's actually endorsed to do this.
now I think if, who do the Jags play next week? Like, let's just get an example. Jaguars schedule.
No, they're not on a bye.
They play the Chiefs on Monday night. If this won't happen, but let's just put it out. Let's just say Spags next week goes out and says, "You know what? I really hope Liam Coen doesn't do something like that to me." Like, not in the sense of I'll fight him, but in the sense of it was stupid. And he goes and does that shit on Monday Night Football in front of God and everyone to Spags. He's like, "Oh, we don't think this is cool? Like, shut up, loser."
It would be more like, I
don't think you can do this more than a couple times in a year.
It's all different. It's all different, right? Because, like I said, if Robert Saleh would just been like, I think Liam Coen doesn't even act out if Robert Saleh goes, I just don't like the dude.
I disagree.
I fully think that it's because when you claim that somebody's cheating in the NFL, I think that plays a huge role, especially somebody offensively calling games. Like, I feel like that's such an integral part of respect in the league. Like, it's legal, but at the same time, you don't want to be labeled that as an offensive coordinator. I think that's why the reaction was the reaction. You can say a lot of things about me. I don't care. I'm not here to be liked. I'm just here to be respected. But if you disrespect me, then I'm going to go out of my way and show you why you shouldn't disrespect me.
I disagree. I think Liam Coen was itching and scratching to jump down somebody's throat. From what I've been told about him by people who want to call themselves close to the Jaguars organization, take that for whatever it's you will. I don't want to out my source. I don't want to do any of that. And what I have for a source is at best like third party or fourth party. Like, there's people who work for the Jags, people who work for the Jags, and this guy. But an okay, credible source, I guess it's worth throwing out there, that he says that this is just who Liam Coen is. He is a psycho with rabbit ears, and he's gonna take everything anybody says about him personally to heart. And if he sees you in the street, he will confront you. So, Liam Coen, please avoid my tri-state area. I don't want So
Hey, I mean, but I gotta commend a dude who stands on business, though. I mean, like
all
you
the
don't.
time, you can't let anything go.
I mean, Tom Brady never did.
Yeah, but Tom Brady wasn't motherfucking people post
Oh,
game
shut
acting
up!
like an
No,
asshole. No,
I
I've never
mean,
seen Tom Brady do this.
yeah, because at the end of the day,
He
he
would just
won.
throw at Tyrann Mathieu 4 times in one drive and say, "Hey, stop it."
Yeah, but I think like it's because it's different, right? Because a head coach can't play in the game, so like you're not going to, and also you're on opposite ends of the field, right? So where a Tom Brady can say all this shit on the field and get away with it because he is performing. It's like at the end of the day, fucking stop it.
I don't think
But
Tom ever made an ass of himself like Liam Coen did. I can't name one time Tom made an ass of himself like that.
I mean, we also
And I'm
have.
not even the biggest Tom Brady fanboy of all time.
I mean, there's also like Jim Harbaugh versus Pete Carroll. Like we've had that.
Jim Harbaugh's come a long way since then.
No, that dude has not changed one bit. I mean, listen, him and Pete
Really? You
Carroll
don't
do
think
not like.
so?
No, him and Pete Carroll can go right back at it, bro. I promise you. The
When
dude
when
is
when did we get that matchup?
yeah, probably soon. But I think I mean they've had animosity for forever. Stanford and
Oh yeah,
USC.
they just played in fucking 2 weeks ago.
But I mean, but let it get chippy, like, and then I think, like I said,
I think there's a big difference between standing on business and making an ass of yourself. And Liam Cohen made more of an ass of himself than he did standing on business. But as you said, he didn't do it for me, and he didn't do it for the people who already
yeah,
didn't like him.
I like I said, I think if you were to ask me personally, he's an asshole. But if you were to ask me objectively from like the kids that he's with, like I low key think that if he would have handled it professionally, they would have think he was a bitch.
I think there was more than one way to
Yes, hey, listen, there's
there's
more
more than
than
one
one
way
way.
to skin that cat. But
Yes, exactly. And I just think that he just decided to do the second most extreme thing that he could have done. The worst would have been like him fucking getting into a literal physical altercation with him.
oh, imagine if he like
Hey,
slapped
but you know,
Robert
no, but
Saleh.
at this, hey, but at the same time, if Robert Saleh acts like that mentally, low key, the muscles could be fake.
I don't know. I have to believe that Robert Saleh would actually beat his ass if
Nah,
he.
fuck that. I think without all that hair to cover his head, I think he's mentally weak as shit. Robert
No, I
Saleh.
hear if you're bald, you actually have more testosterone than guys who don't.
Oh, that's cute, but he's also a fucking moron for coming out and saying, "Look, oh, well, they're really good at
No,
beating."
it was incredibly soft.
It's like that's what I mean. Like it's, bro. I would have respected Robert Saleh if he would have just said something so much different. Like it's that's where I'm like in this
That's a
conundrum.
big part of that Shanahan culture is that passive aggressive nonsense. I don't know if you've ever seen this, but Shanahan does that a lot, saying a lot
Which
of
is funny because his
nihilistic passive
dad was
aggressive
always saying it,
things.
but his dad always stood on business, though. That is the thing. I don't
I
understand
mean, you
that.
see Mike McDaniel, and he's quirky and weird, but he can be passive aggressive too. Um, I don't
It's
know what it is about those guys.
well, I get that's a big reason why they can't close out games. That's why they won't win a Super Bowl. Too busy being passive aggressive. Get out of here. Oh my god. Yeah,
Jimmy
like
liked the hard coaching too much, so they had to axe him.
that's what I'm like that. And to me, like I said, to wrap things up, both parties are wrong without a doubt. I just wish that Robert Saleh, for me to be on your side on this, it's more like I wish
Oh no,
Robert
I didn't
Saleh.
want to put myself on Robert Saleh's side at all. I hope that
No, I
wasn't
know
the
that, but
message
I'm
I
saying
conveyed.
like I think like for me to not like Liam Cohen, that's what I mean. Like I needed Robert Saleh to kind of just say something that was nonsense. Like, yeah, I just don't really respect the guy. Like I feel like say some shit like that. Like I'd have been like, okay, Liam Cohen, you're making a little out of nothing. But when you're kind of going after somebody's integrity of like of the game and like how they're winning games, then I'm like, all right, bro, like fuck you. You can catch this fade. Cause I would have done the same. Like I'm gonna be honest with you. You disrespect me like that, I'm gonna make it a point. Shit. If the Jaguars were really good on offense, I would have fucking said like, hey, put 50 on them defensively and be like, there's your Stein stealing. But
If I was a player, I'd have thought he's stupid, but I'm not a player. So
yeah, I wonder how the 49ers defense feel about that.
I don't know if the 49ers care about anything at this point.
Nope, not without Nick Bosa. They're pretty much done for.